Right. Hello, everyone. I'm Professor McCoy, and welcome back. Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic 2. As the once again AI generated thumbnail might indicate, I am very much looking forward to, hopefully at least, hopefully, if all goes well, if I prepared things that I hope I prepared, looking forward to actually constructing our lightsaber tonight, and then getting the heck off of Nar Shaddaa. I'm going to do some more side quests and things, but I'm not, oddly, I'm not planning on continuing the main, I'll put it, the main story plot on Nar Shaddaa, which is kind of absurd. It's obscenely long, it's very in-depth, it's pretty high level. I'm not going to do it yet. My goal here is to finish the quest we were just doing, getting the Spacer's wife out of the not quarantine zone, out of the mixing this up with Mass Effect 2, out of the refugee sector. That'll get us our last lightsaber part. Then we go construct our lightsaber, come back, maybe do a few side quests, things like that, and then get out of here. Maybe go to Dantooine. Now, you might be wondering what I'm doing here. This is not where we left off last time. Now, you might not be wondering that because, you might not noticed that. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to shift my little donation button, which feel free to take a gander at that. Feel free. There we go. That's ko-fi.com/Professor McCoy. Again, always appreciate anything you can send my way. I'm going to shift over to this corner over here, over my items hotbar, thing that doesn't make as much of a difference. Just going to keep my party members and their statuses and health bars available. Anyway, why I'm here is I figured out how exactly you rescue Lutra's wife, Ada, how to actually rescue her from the refugee sector. So if you recall from last time, I don't know if you do or not, maybe not, when we first got into the refugee sector right here, we were confronted by a couple of guards, a Nikto and a Gamorrean, who tried to shake us down for coming through, and basically we persuaded him to come on past. Now, they, not the rest of the exchange, they in particular are the ones keeping Lutra locked in here. And so what that means ultimately is, if we want to get Lutra out, we have to do that by getting rid of those two guards, which, in order to figure out if this would in fact work as I expected it to, I did off stream earlier today. So, took out the two guards. Taking out just the two of them and no one else is a little bit of a challenge. Basically, you have to try and intimidate them into letting you past, and then fail the intimidation check. So basically, I just did it by using a different party member. I used Atten to do it, because he has a really, really crappy persuasion score. So I just used him to try and intimidate the guards. They were not intimidated by him, and then I just killed him off screen. So there we go. Problem more or less solved. So, on that note, let's talk to Ada. Let's talk to some of the other refugees. Let's see what we can do right here without triggering the big next plot thing, because I do not want to trigger the big next plot thing. It's like a 4 to 6 hour segment of the game, and it's kind of irritating, frankly, and it would be really irritating without a lightsaber. So, none of that. And then we head back to the Ebon Hawk, assemble our lightsaber. Maybe we'll do another small side quest or two, cautiously, here on Nar Shaddaa. And then we'll head off to Dantooine. See what we can get into over there.
Back again? Is there anything I can do for you?
Lutra lives. He's actually come to Nar Shaddaa looking for you.
What? Lutra's here?
We already said this.
Please, you must help me get to him.
The path is clear. The exchange thugs have been dealt with.
How did you do this? I barely know you, and you've brought me word of my husband, and then a free path to him. It's almost too good to be true.
Yeah, I like this. The galaxy could go a long way to healing itself if everyone was able to help each other in such a way.
You've given me my husband back, stranger. My husband, my life. Thank you.
You better go. He's waiting for you. Now, is everyone else just going to run because the guards are gone? Because that'd be fun. That'd be interesting.
Welcome, traveler. My name's Husef. I try to look out for the other refugees. I see you're a stranger here.
Yeah, I moved
Watch
over
your
here.
Step and
trying
keep
this
to the
out.
camp.
Oh god, no! I'm in the way of the dialogue options. No, that's not going to work. Nah, I was trying this out, but nah, I better stay over here. It's blocking health bars, but that's much better than than blocking dialogue options. Darn, thought that was going to work, but I forgot. Oh, well, that's fine. Why's that?
You've got the Serico refugees over on the skyward side. They're veterans from the Serico campaign and don't take kind to strangers. And on the inner side, you've got the Overseer and his exchange. They've been pushing us refugees pretty hard lately.
I still have no idea what this Serico campaign is, or the Serico refugees, or anything like that. I've played this game 3 or 4, I think 4 times now. This is probably number 4, something like that. And I still have no context for the Serico gang. How do they get along?
Those two have a truce. Neither side wants to mess with the other.
Do the Serico ever bother you?
Only if we enter their territory. It makes things a little tight here in the camp. Not much room to move.
No, I'm not going to convince them to give in to the exchange. What does the exchange do to the refugees?
Occasionally, their thugs kidnap people and sell them into slavery with the Hutts. They've also hemmed us in. We used to live all throughout this area, but they've crammed us all in here now.
Why would the exchange even care about the refugees?
They're trying to break our spirit so that we'll become slave workers for the Hutts.
Anything I could do to help?
If you could convince either the exchange or the Serico to give us more space, that would really help a lot.
Okay, thanks.
Good luck to you.
Where are we going? Yeah, eventually I'm going to do both of those things, but that's a big ol' eventually, because like I said, if I do any of that right now, it is going to trigger a massive plot that does not stop. There's no way out of it. So
Thank you so much for returning my Adana to me.
This is from when we... Ooh, beam gem lens. This is from when we force persuaded the Quarren exchange boss.
Hey, thanks for saving me.
You're welcome, kid. Hey, Kevin.
Hey, you look like a spacer. You work at the docks?
No, I don't. Why?
Because if you need a crew, I'm your man. I flew during the Mandalorian Wars, and again during the Jedi Civil War.
Why aren't you still flying?
You need a pilot's license to fly the freighters here. They're tough to get without sponsorship.
If I hear of anyone looking for a pilot, I'll refer him to you.
I'd greatly appreciate that.
I think I need to bring Atten back here. Can I? Actually, hold on. Can I just switch my party right now? I'm gonna take out... I can't right now. Okay. Can I go back to the ship? No, I can't. I didn't think so. I'll have to bring Atten back here at some point, because I think he knows that guy, if I remember right. This takes me to the Serico territory, which I don't want to do. Hey, Twi'lek. Use something to sell you, something you might like to know. But it's for your ears alone, not for an audience. We'll tell you for 25 credits, a small sum. This better be worth it. That one, your human companion, the male one. We've seen him here before. Who? Atten? That was the name we knew him by. That one came to the Smuggler's Moon years into the Jedi Civil War, claimed he'd been displaced by the war. Don't trust him. He's not a soldier, he's a killer, tried and true. I can give you nothing more than that warning. The rest is up to you. So, Atten came here during the Jedi Civil War, and was not a soldier. He was a killer. Such as such a distinction can be, I suppose.
Did you find us a pilot yet?
Wait, Atten is with me. I thought he knew that guy. Whatever. Oh, not yet. I'm still looking.
Please, hurry.
Ari, that's right.
You
Yeah.
seem pretty calm.
What about the
It's
whole
almost streaming off of you.
accusation?
A lot calmer than you were on Paragus when I first met you.
Nothing. Never mind. We already went over this. Erica says, "Don't slander my baby boy, okay?" Listen, yes, I understand he's your whoopee, but he's also like, listen, he has a deep, dark, sketchy past, much like most people in KOTOR 2. That may be worse.
The Exchange's thugs are always demanding toll and tribute.
Okay,
We don't
yeah.
have much more to give.
Look at this guy, Gariel.
Keep back. I am ill. Contagious, the others say.
He looks like Dave Cullen, the Computing Forever YouTuber. Looks a lot like him. More of a further receding hairline, but not by too much. Looks a little bit older, that's all. Your illness doesn't look very serious to me. Let me help.
Really? The others say I have the plague.
What plague?
I'm feeling a little better. Thank you.
You're welcome. I got a fencing emitter and light side bullets.
The Jedi teach such things, but I do not believe compassion can heal the galaxy.
Okay, I think it can, but I mean, tiny bit by tiny bit. The whole tiny bit part is kind of important there. It's like trying to heal instead of a compound fracture, like a shattered bone. You have to do it tiny bit by tiny bit by tiny bit, and that's basically what the body is doing when you put a shattered bone into a cast. Is the pieces are knitting themselves back together. Journal entry.
Let's see.
Edit.
3 bricks of spice out to Elysia.
Oh
then
no! Don't start
turn
with me.
around. No, that won't work. Connect. Here so soon.
I really hope this
wasn't
doesn't trigger the thing.
expecting you for. Well, not now. Anyway.
Another slave claim to the landing pad of the Red Eclipse.
Yeah. Well, I tried to explain that, you see, but
We travel a long way through the blackness of Nar Shaddaa for bodies the spice planets need to be fed these bodies for their production runs dry. Yet here we come here, find our territory usurped, another ship lying where the Red Eclipse shadow lies. You will explain this with your screams or your
I
life.
had no choice. These thugs showed up, and they said that you could go space yourselves. And I was like, no, this is the Red Eclipse, and...
Enough. We will wait for these trespassers, and we will see the color of their blood.
That's a cool little expression. Uh-oh. Krea's being sketchy, isn't she? Don't do it.
Kreia? Is something wrong?
Not as of yet.
Someone's trying to board.
Why would you do that?
Yes. What happens next is not our fight, and your first reaction will not serve us here. Let us see what the exile will do.
Really? Really? That's... Great. Come on, Kreia.
Find the owner of this ship. These others lock them in the hold. After that, we'll wait.
Uh-oh. Oh, it's this guy.
Finally, my ticket off this hole. Looks like it's been through hell. It's good to be back on the old girl. Hey, what are you doing on my ship?
Are you the owner of the ship?
Damn right I am. What are you...
Oh, well... Oh, the captain, we have him. Damn it. This poor guy. This poor guy can't catch a break, can he? Alright, let's level up, because we're gonna need it. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, feats. Because we're gonna get a lightsaber next level, let's get weapon finesse lightsabers. There we go. Okay, powers. Force channel. What does this do? Can't hover over it. Okay, fine. Now, what can I get? Force redirection. Nah. Destroy droid. I'm leaning towards destroy droid. That might be really useful. Eventually, I'm going to go up the stun tree, but no. For now, I'm going to go destroy droid. Okay, sounds good. We need to go back to the docks, which are over there? No, over there. Because we gotta talk to Lutra, the husband. Gotta go fast. And we'll see what else we can do on the docks. See if there's anything else to explore here. Lutra's all the way back here somewhere, I think. Should be with his wife, too. Yeah, here they are. Look at that. Nice.
Aida, I didn't think I'd ever find you.
Oh, it's Aida.
I can't believe you're here before me.
The destruction of Telos? I can't even tell you what happened after. Being shuttled from system to system, barely one planet ahead of the Sith fleet.
Shh. We can talk about it later. You have my thanks, stranger. I can only hope you have as much luck at what you're looking for.
I hope so too. May the Force be with you both. I hope this means that he's going to give me a lightsaber-related doodad.
It's strange you came by when you did. I was right at the edge of deciding whether to give up, turning it over in my mind. And suddenly you walked through the door and gave me the answer I needed to hear.
I think you already knew the answer, which is why you didn't give in to the exchange.
Maybe you're right. Thanks again, stranger.
Oh, yes. The lens fixture. Cool, we got it. Alright, sweet. Alright, cool. Now. I'm gonna save here. But not in this slot. Or that one. I'll save here. Because if this is going to lead into the long, drawn-out thingy, I'm going to be annoyed. Close security door. Let's just do it. It did work. Cool. And let's explore around here. Let's see what we can get into. Ideally, mostly non-trouble-wise. Oh, droids. He's busy. Dana, okay. Anyway, so I don't want to go back to the Ebon Hawk just yet, because that seems like it's going to be a big old ordeal. I don't think it's the big old ordeal. I think it's just a smaller, you know, a smaller mandatory quest, let's call it. Triggered quest, let's say. But I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it. I want to get as much done as I can before getting into things that I can't get out of. You know, that is actually an issue with this game. I think that that it really, yes, it's very open world to a significant degree, but it also it railroads you into things, into a lot of things. What's this now? Hope you're here speaking with Voga. I doubt he'll listen to anything you have to say. Just Godo. Okay. What's Voga's problem? He's a Hutt, by the way. Voga's sitting on the biggest supply of fuel in the Outer Rim now that Paragus has been wiped off the charts. Problem is, he's decided not to ship one more drop until Godo's hijacking his freighters. The price of fuel is going up. And with all of it locked in Slaheron, it's doing no one any good. What's your interest in this? I negotiate shipping contracts between systems. I wanted to convince Voga to start shipping fuel to Citadel Station, but because of the problems he's been having, he wasn't going for it. I was also trying to find fuel source for Citadel Station. Who are you? Well, I suggest you look for another route. This one's mine. Okay. I'll be going. I'll at least see what I can do there, and I'm not gonna go. No, I'm not gonna go here because again, this might trigger something. Oh boy, don't start with me.
Oh, looks like the Jedi raised their standards. Hanhar, I thought I smelled something. I've told you before, hunt your own targets. Don't scavenge mine.
My prey, female, always.
What, working for the Hutt suddenly made you stupider, Hanhar? You touch me, you'll break the truce, and then you won't last long enough to slip off this moon.
Maybe I forget truce for a short while, go mad, and forget the rules. Uh-oh. Maybe seeing your bones break, seeing you in pain will be all I need to see before I die. Then the life debt over.
Don't, Hanhar. I'm warning you.
Warn me of what? Warn me you trick me. Warn me you violate life debt. Little human girl, I could crush you with one hand and a lifetime of misery.
Life debt, Hanhar. I told you.
Then little girls should not have made the mistake long ago. Like Kashyyyk, females who make mistakes die. Hanar smells it. Oh my god,
I'm afraid.
too fast.
I'm afraid if you keep crushing me, I'll accidentally set off my rocket charges and blow us both to Nal Hutta.
Are you finally ready to die? I don't think so. Your eyes show you're still filled with fear.
I'd rather die than be caught by you again, Hanhar.
It's not the time for you to enter the Shadowlands. That's a weird phrasing. When it is, I'll be there, my claws at your throat, you will stare into my eyes as you die. Yeah, the using the Shadowlands as a metaphor, as a name for the afterlife, we can't go in here. This is Jek Tar, which is a poisonous bar. Oh, dead. Dead. Oh boy. Anyway. It's weird to use the Shadowlands, which is just a real physical particular place on Kashyyyk. Like, it's the bottom of the jungle, the forest floor in Kashyyyk, as sort of a death metaphor. First of all, let's see what's here, and then we'll check on this corpse. Maneuvering, that's odd. This must be the contact you were supposed to meet. The body's been stripped of the package you were meant to buy for the Bith scientist. Oh. Cool. Okay, this is easy. Cool. Bunch of droid components. Nice. Let's get out of here. It's a cool ship. Alright, let's not deal with him. We already have. I'm gonna see about that Bith scientist, and then I think I am gonna get out of here. This isn't it. Oh, he's right there. Okay, I see. What? Oh. Found signal. Droid attacked me. It's deleting my data. We'll try to get away. Oh. Interesting. Well, I'm sure we'll figure something out about that eventually, but not now. For now, let's leave the planet. I hope. Let's try to leave the planet. How about that? I'm getting more and more paranoid that I'm going to trigger the quest, so I'm going to get out of here. To the right. Yeah, to the right. Okay, let's see how this goes.
You're the one, as was told to us. You've attempted to claim territory of the Red Eclipse. For that, your lives are now ours.
No.
How may I serve?
I didn't need 4 stars for this, did I?
Time.
My
Say the word.
Oh god. Okay.
Everyone.
I need more healing. Oh god, do I need more healing?
Down.
This ain't good. Let's see. Switch out a shield for an energy shield. Then use it. Darn it. She's down. Okay.
More where that came from. More where that came from. More where that came from.
I can just fight him. I got at and help him to shoot. I'm okay. Oh god, there's more. No. Come on, guys, let's back up a bit. Let's wait. Anyway, so once our force points recover, our health a little bit, then we're gonna go charge those last 2 guys. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna shoot those last 2 guys. But until then, we'll let our force points recharge a bit. Anyway, so we like I said, I'm assuming that this is fine. This is not the thing I expect it to be. So we should be good. Anyway, so a couple things I wanted to talk about. So, first of all, this is going to get on Erica's nerves, so I guess I vaguely apologize. Eric and I have both been on at least occasional bluegrass kicks, dark country, Appalachian kind of stuff, which is pretty cool. Cool music. To the point where each of us, we both have Pandora channels for it, and Erica's, though, has been recently affected, or infected, perhaps, by some the likes of, say, Dropkick Murphy, and other, like, Celtic rock. Try and stasis this guy first, then that guy. And I'll see what happens.
My life is yours.
Oh, there's 3 guys. Okay.
More where that came from.
Okay.
My life is yours.
And so I keep pointing out, much to her chagrin, that
weakness is revealed.
the two musical genres, I guess, country, just broadly speaking, Appalachian country in particular, and Celtic, bear a lot in common. In fact, I would say that they're basically the same genre. Damn it. Which... No, what's great. Never mind. I'm just gonna go up to him and beat him up.
Everyone down.
And the reason I would call them basically the same genre is because, first of all, they share a lot of sort of musical DNA. Call it. Their roots are in a lot of the same places. In sort of rebellion against unjust or foreign authority, that whole thing. Both, especially Irish, but also Scottish Celtic rock, that kind of thing. But then also they have a lot of instrumentation in common, a lot of themes in common. They're incredibly similar, but we think of them as very, very different. I think, at least most of us do. To the point of, oh yeah, hi Gillian, welcome back. Yeah, we're back to Knights of the Old Republic too. Yeah, I do think that, I very strongly think that there are more similarities than differences. Oh my god. More similarities than differences in between Celtic music and... Let's throw a grenade at these guys. 2 grenades at these guys. Wait, no. I want Atten to throw a grenade at these guys. Not talk to Visa. Fashion. How about a Sonic, too?
I hear you.
All right. Yeah, I think that there's a lot of commonalities between these two musical genres.
Let's settle this.
Really?
Soon you shall know pain.
Yeah, it'll be fine. God, Thesis has no defense whatsoever. It is crazy. She's down already. This is nuts. Oh my god, this is nuts. Okay, shield for people.
More where that came from.
Ooh, okay, I'm gonna have to change my strategy a little bit, because I'm just charging through here, drawing all kinds of aggro. That's gonna be a problem. Damn it.
More where that came from.
Okay. Sonic grenade. Whirlwind that guy. Then heal.
Just say the word. Let's settle this. Time to even the odds.
Okay, we're doing fine, we're doing fine. We're not doing great, but we're doing fine. Alright, we have ceased to draw aggro. That's good enough for now.
Just say the word.
Oof, okay.
I hear.
And I think we can level up in the middle of fighting, so let's do that. He needs more dex. Yeah, that's fine. He needs to shoot. And he gets one more. Let's put in awareness. Okay, cool. Visas, same thing. Dexterity, really? Chance to hit. She needs charisma, because she's using dark side powers. And she's very light side. Okay. Feats. Immunity paralysis. Nice. Master Flurry, maybe. Maybe good. She needs finesse. Badly. She also needs defense badly. She doesn't have lightsaber yet, so I'm gonna go with generate force points. Yeah, it's gotta be generate force points. Better healing for sure.
Hear you.
Okay, we're in a nice little safe spot before anyone starts shooting us. So let's just sit tight, regen just a little bit, enjoy some of my matcha. And now that I've talked a bit about music, it is October 3rd after all, and so that gives me another thought, or it brings up another thought that I often have. So October 3rd has a weird cultural connotation in our society with Mean Girls. What with that one little frame of what's his face, the crush guy asking Katie what day is it, and she says October 3rd. That's a thing, right? So I guess it's a thing. So anyway, given that it is October 3rd, I thought I would talk about Mean Girls a little bit, to the point where I think I actually want to do a video analysis of Mean Girls, because I've actually mentioned this before in class, at least. I don't know if I've actually talked about it on the stream. If not, I should have. And it's that I hold a very atypical position with respect to Mean Girls, at least among an atypical position among professional philosophers, I should think. I mean, it's probably atypical enough that I have a professional opinion as a philosopher on the movie Mean Girls. But that position that I think is probably atypical is that Mean Girls is a very, very good, a surprisingly good platonic allegory in terms of film. And what I mean by that is, unlike, I mean, I'm not talking about something like maybe The Matrix or something like that, which we all kind of know has the allegorical connection to something like Plato's Cave, the allegory of the cave or something like that. Rather, Mean Girls is a depiction of one of the central allegories in the Republic, like the cave, but broader. It is a broader allegory, which is Plato's allegorical connection. I'm going to be saying allegory way too much in this context. The connection between the configuration of the state. Oh God, there's too many of them. Okay, this sucks. Sonic grenade. You, Sonic grenade. Then do a bunch of sniping. Visas. Stun that guy, then that guy, then that guy, then that guy.
I hear you.
Weakness is revealed.
More where that came from. Let's settle this. Let's settle this.
A weakness is revealed.
There we go. We're making some good progress.
I shall make this one see.
All right, nice. So, the Republic is often credited as primarily a political text. I think that's entirely wrong. I follow the translator and commentator CDC Reeve on this subject. That the Republic, rather than primarily being a text on political theory, is rather a text on. Rather primarily is a text on moral psychology. So, what is the good? What is justice? And how is it that the just person acts and behaves? And what is it about our personal inclinations and such that make us just or unjust? In what way and to what degree? Things like that. Kylene asks, ever start playing Fallout 76 on PS4? Look us up. We'll fix you up right. I don't know. I can never get into Fallout. I'm not a big fan of post-apocalyptic genre in general. And I've only really ever played some of New Vegas and a little bit of, I think it was 3? A little bit of 3.
Where that came from.
I never finished one. Like I said, I never really could get into it. Never get into the Fallout games. Oh, too far. Oh, geez, there's a lot of them. Oh, this is a problem.
Everyone down.
Come on, Visas, don't do this. Oh, there's so many of them. This is really bad. All right, she needs to move back. Trespass in the territory of the Red Eclipse. We should not surrender it without blood. I know. Just please back up. You already had the captain of the vessel. We caught him as he crawled on board, thinking to leave. If you cross us, you'll end up dead. Let's just gambit this as we run around like crazy. I do not ask for your blood, I ask for your obedience. What do you mean? We're not slave bodies for you to order around. I could kill you all in a heartbeat. Your lives are mine, whether you wish it or not. You smell as many battles fought in one. If you are the stronger, what would you ask of the Red Eclipse, human? Give up the slave trade. Or else. That we shall never do. Those who are weak have forfeited their lives to us. Then prepare to die. But there's so many of them, and they're all right here. This is very bad.
Just say the word.
Okay, hold on. Hold on, Visas. Just Oh god, she's completely out of force points too. This is very, very bad. Yeah, I'd love to stop doing dance moves. It's very anti-intimidating, but still, like...
More where that came
if I could, I would.
From... Everyone...
Okay, good. I knocked over most of them.
Down!
For a second. Okay, Visas is down. That's not great. Do I have a melee shield? I do. I'm gonna go ahead and use it. I'm getting meleeed like crazy here. Heals. That guy's not dead yet. Finish him off. Oh, no, no, no. No, just kidding.
More where that came
Heals.
from.
Ah, okay, this is insane. I triggered way too much combat way too fast. Oh no, I'm out. Wait, there's more? Where's there more? Are they following? Need to know if they're following me. Oh no, they're just re-killing my party members over and over. I understand now. There's a guy over there, which is fine. Maybe if I set down a bunch of mines again. Oop, 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 oop. Here we go.
Time to take you down the side.
Ow. Oh my god, really? Kidding me. Alright. Fine, fine. Let's try this again, shall we? Okay, fine. What did I just do? Did I... Lightsaber. I have all the parts. I need to get back to the... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just came out of the docks. Alright. Let's go handle this, I suppose. Try this again. Smartly this time. No, wait. Wrong side. That's the way. Anyway, so. Mean Girls. It being October 3rd. I'm going to skip through most of these conversations so I can keep talking about Mean Girls. Why I say that Mean Girls is, in particular, a Platonic allegory is looking at the political theory embodied in the Republic. What we find... I'm gonna go switch to a Mandalorian melee shield already, and then use it. And whoosh.
More where that came from. More where that came from.
So how Plato basically explains this, and I'll put a link in the description to a lecture I've done on the subject. He explains the way that the soul can go from perfectly just to as close to perfectly unjust as it can without passing out of existence entirely, without disintegrating, losing its integrity, losing its cohesion, in other words. And so he goes from describing the perfectly just soul, which he calls the aristocrat, the aristocratic person. This is the perfectly just, or as near to perfectly just as can be had. Guys, no. Yep. Come on. Come on, buddy. There, perfect. Let's kite them. But it degrades through various stages or various types of person. Down from the aristocrat, which is perfectly just, everything is imbalanced, everything is as it ought to be. Gradually down, something goes wrong. Oh no! Visas, no. Visas, no.
I hear you.
How may I serve?
Run away. That's how. Kite him back. Then give him a big old stunning. 2 stunnings, I guess. That didn't work, but fine, whatever.
More where that came from.
Alright guys, back up now. One more time, back up. So, the aristocratic soul is perfectly just. Everything is integrated. Everything is arranged as it should be. This starts to collapse and starts to fall apart when instead of your ultimate goal or your ultimate aim being justice, you take on a new aim or a new goal. According to Plato, the closest to justice, while still not being perfectly just, is the soul being aimed entirely towards honor. Honor, reputation, social standing, a reputation for being good and beautiful and all of these wonderful things. Things that are legitimately good. I mean, honor is a legitimately good thing. However, it should not be the ultimate end. Right? Honor should come along with pursuing our ultimate end, which ought to be justice. And so when we make honor or pride of place our foremost concern, we become what he calls the Timocrat, or the Timocratic person. This is analogized to the Timocracy, which is a sort of military dictatorship, a state ruled entirely by and for military honor and virtue, specifically the virtue of honor, honor and glory, that sort of thing. Stun him. Stun him.
How may I serve?
Time to even the odds. Just say the word.
Okay, Visas is down again. Being very silly. Damn it.
More where that came from.
So the Timocrat, or the Timocratic soul, is the one that's primarily concerned with honor. That further degrades, or perhaps we should say the next most degraded form of the soul, is what Plato calls the Oligarch. The Oligarch is primarily concerned with wealth and therefore security. This is typified in what he calls the oligarchy, which is the form of the state or the form of the city, which is primarily concerned with, again, wealth and security, and secures that security and safety and the security of their wealth, not by military strength, but by paying tribute, right, to potential invaders, and by forming business alliances. This is the type of soul who is frugal to the point of miserliness. I'm gonna say it one more time. There. No. Yeah. I should just be quick saving, shouldn't I? Whatever, it's fine. On back to the Ebon Hawk. So.
Time to eat.
God, there's too many of them. This is absurd. Okay.
My life is yours.
More where that came from. More where that came from.
Ah, there's so many of them. This is silly. Oh, God. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. No. No.
Just say the word.
Get out of here. Stasis, that guy. Okay, I think I can do this. So the Oligarch, or the Oligarchic person, will eventually degrade or be replaced by a further degraded type of person, that being the Democrat, or the Democratic Soul. This is the kind of person who is ruled by unnecessary desires, by wants rather than needs. And so if the Oligarch is concerned with needs, the Democrat is concerned with wants. Being concerned with wants, they are constantly in a state of uncertainty and flux. Everything's constantly changing for them because, fundamentally, desires like this are these sorts of desires are always fundamentally they're in flux, they're changing. Because they're in flux and changing, or the reason they're in flux and changing is because whenever we achieve something that we desire, we will almost immediately and all of the time change what we want. We will want something further. We will want the next thing. By recognizing this, we recognize that the Democratic person is fundamentally... is fundamentally unstable. Quick save. And it's because they're constantly chasing any particular desire that they might have or that they might want, trying to pursue the next interesting thing. Now, finally, we have the most degraded person, which is the Tyrant. The Tyrant is the one who is controlled primarily not by unnecessary desires, but by disordered desires. Desires which are ultimately self-destructive. Hello? No. Draw me some aggro. Come back here. Nope, Visas, don't dare. Don't you dare.
My life is yours.
This isn't gonna work, is it? Go around this way. Oh, come on. No, 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 no.
I hear you.
My
Say the word.
A weakness is revealed. You are no match for us.
More where that came from. More. Where that came from?
Hi, guys.
My life is yours.
Just say the word.
No!
How may I serve?
They do not want me kiting. Guys, no, come on, get out of here. Get out of here. Come with me. No, 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 come on. No, Visas, no. Stop it. It's like hurting frickin' cats.
The honor is mine.
But by having to control them one at a time. Okay, we took out a couple of them. That's good, that's good. Let's quick save again. And let's level up Visas.
My
attributes. God, that's why. It's because her con sucks. She's mostly going to be in melee. We need her con. We need her to have con. God. Okay. And also. Force regen. Powers. Better healing. Except.
Life is yours.
Quick save again. Alright. Move this way. Ooh, nice. Got him. Heal a little bit. So, what is this whole system that I've been talking about? What does this have to do with Mean Girls? Well, my contention is that each of the Mean Girls, each girl from the little clique, corresponds to one, or in one case, two, of these archetypes. Does she have a...
My life is yours. How may I serve?
More where that came from.
So, if we start from the top, right? Katie, at the beginning, very clearly corresponds to the aristocrat. She is a properly ordered good person from the start. She's very good. There's very little that we would say we even could say is wrong with her. Reload. This is not working, so let's try this again. You know what? This is maybe a mistake, but let's try it.
The honor is mine. My life is yours.
No, wait.
My life is yours.
Say the word. More where that came from.
I think we're okay. Nope, nope, nope. No more. No more.
How may I serve?
More where that came from. More where that came from.
This is fine. Oh, maybe not. So while I'm doing this, picking them off one by one, peeking around corners as one should in tight quarter combat. Katie, like I was saying, Katie, the main character, Lindsay Lohan, is clearly meant to be the whoa, don't walk out into the middle of everyone. Calm down, Adam.
More where that came from.
Katie is clearly meant to be the aristocrat, the morally upstanding person. And because she is morally upstanding, she is basically the equivalent of the what this guy came up.
How may I serve?
I hear you. Let's settle this.
I think we're fine for now.
Where's mine?
Okay, let's back up.
My life is yours.
I hear you.
See if I can just, pick on this guy. So, part of the other point about Katie in particular is that not only is she the morally upstanding, basically the equivalent of the aristocrat at the beginning of the game, she slowly degrades until she ultimately becomes the tyrant. Now, you might think that perhaps Regina is the tyrant in Mean Girls, but I would argue that she ultimately isn't. Rather, don't draw them yet. Don't draw them yet. Calm down.
Wait here.
Actually, you know what? When you say wait here, I'm gonna take it very seriously, and we're all gonna stay right here.
The honor.
Just say the word.
And then I'm gonna quick save.
Wait here.
So, ooh, okay, there's two of them. More there. So what if I go the other way? What if I go here? There's one there. One here? No. There's not one here. Okay. Oh geez, there's a bunch more coming. Okay, I think we're fine. So, if Katie is the aristocrat, who then eventually becomes the tyrant, who degrades, who falls apart, morally speaking, who loses her character integrity over the course of the film, then I would argue that Regina, rather than being the whoa, Thesis, stop it. You're not in position to do this. Now you are.
I hear you. Just say the word.
I would argue that Regina is, rather than being the tyrant, she is the Timocrat. She is most concerned, more than anything else, with honor. Honor, glory, we might say, in a sort of high school girl context, popularity. And because she is the most concerned with something like honor or glory or popularity, we would say that she mostly resembles the Timocrat, and we can see this at the end because we associate timocracy, or Plato associates timocracy, with sports, with games, with play, with competitive play, with properly ordered aggression. Let's call it. Let's see if we can take this guy out before he hits us.
Came from.
Hit me once. Can I hit him?
More where that came from.
My life is yours.
I hear you.
The honor
Just
is
say the word.
mine.
More with. Just say the word. Time to take you down to size.
Because we see at the end, remember, the end of the movie,
How may I serve?
we see Regina, they say, directing her aggression in a more productive way, in a more productive manner. We see her play lacrosse. We see her competing in sports. And so we see her in the context of a well-ordered Timocrat. So she doesn't recover from being, a terrible person and become a perfectly good, a perfectly moral person. She doesn't become the aristocrat. Rather, she becomes the Timocrat. She becomes the well-ordered Timocrat. Not gonna fight you yet. That's a bad idea. Let's see if there's. Make sure we clear everything else first. Gray's area is clear. Okay. And so we see her as I said, the well-ordered Timocrat. See if I can draw their aggression with a sonic grenade. Okay, I drew aggro from all three of them. That's not great. All right, that's fine. That's fine. We're doing okay. Stasis.
I hear you.
There we go.
How may I serve?
Okay, we're good here.
Just say the word. Time to even the odds.
The honor is mine.
So if we see Regina as the failed and then ultimately redeemed Timocrat, what we wind up then seeing next is Gretchen, whose father invented the toaster strudel, who is primarily concerned not with not so much with honor or reputation. She's not the most popular of them, and she doesn't try or pretend to be really. Rather, she is the rich one. Not only being the rich one, she is also the most concerned with security and stability among the friend group. She's always the one trying desperately to pull things together, because she is mostly concerned with stability, safety.
I hear you.
And safety in a sort of high school girl relational aggression context is best represented by having a stable friend group, or a stable clique, which can't be torn apart, can't be ripped to pieces. And that's also why Katie, I think, I'd have to explore this a little bit more, but I think that's why Katie approaches her. Why she's the sort of weak link to sort of break apart the group, because the Oligarchic Soul, the one concerned with safety and security, is also the one who is the most cowardly on Plato's model as well. They're afraid of conflict, and they will do anything to avoid it. Alright, I think I can bring my group back together. Go beat everybody up now. Wait, let me quick save one more time. Just in case. Then... then we have the Democratic Soul, represented by Tyrant, the dumb one. Karen is not just the dumb one, which is very true, but... Oh, okay. As for your obedience, it could have killed you. Give up the slave trade. Prepare to die. Before we do that, so she is constantly chasing the next thing, because she's not terribly smart. She's also she's the most concerned with fashion, you'll notice, and she's the most concerned with getting things. Going shopping and doing all the those kinds of high school girl kind of things that are concerned with acquisition of stuff, of unnecessary desires. She's also the free-spirited one, the incredibly free-spirited one who has no idea what she actually wants to do with her life, winds up being a weather girl because of the whole, like, her breasts can tell the weather thing. Nonsense as that is, dumb joke as it is, it's a great little callback into the end of the movie, but come on now. There we go. Another incense stick. But she also is the least stable of them all. Being a democratic type of person, she is, as I said, primarily concerned with desires that just sort of go anywhere. Any given moment, she has a different odd desire that doesn't really map onto anything. We also, notably, see, if I remember correctly, I gotta make sure of this, I might be speaking wrong about this, but I think we even remember she is the one who is first and foremost indulging in sweets, while Regina is on her weird diet. And so again, this maps onto her being controlled primarily by desire. Now, all of this maps onto Plato's model of the soul, of the various vicious types of soul, of person. And we even see Katie's redemption to something like the aristocratic soul, an aristocratic type of person. But then we'll also, this obviously brings up the question of, did the writers intend for this at all? I don't know. Probably not. I don't think I can safely say that they intended for it at all. But I do think that it would be fair to say that because these are relatively archetypal frameworks, it's relatively easy to... Oh, jeez. His sword.
Just say the word. I hear you. Just say the word.
This is going much better. Because these types of person are relatively archetypal, especially when concerned... Oh my god, this is bad. This is still really bad. What is going on here?
Just say everyone down.
Damn it.
Honor is mine.
That's very bad.
Time to take you down to...
Hello.
I hear you. I'll just leave this right here. I'll just leave this right here. I'll just leave this right here.
Hey there, enemigo. Oh, God.
Look, there's been a misunderstanding. The ship, it's all yours. Consider it a gift, all right? Didn't know you were messing with Red Eclipse slavers. Guess those stories about the Hawk being a cursed vessel are true.
So anyway, because I'm not sure that this was intentional, I kind of doubt that it was, honestly. Accept your gift. Be careful in the future.
Right, I'll just...
I don't
find
actually
my
think this
way
was
out,
intentional,
all
but
right?
like I said, these are very archetypal. These are very archetypal models of people, and of the way people act and of the way people go wrong. And so to say that this is a relatively standard way of envisioning how people could be, you know, mean girls, hey, said the thing, isn't to say that the authors of the screenplay were you know, platonic scholars. I kind of really doubt that. But it maps on. It fits. It fits really well.
General, need something.
And it fits really well, and I think that's more than anything a testament to Plato being right. More than it is to Mean Girls being written as a platonic allegory intentionally. So I think I will probably organize these thoughts a little bit better into an actual video. I wish I had thought to do this earlier so I could have it out on October 3rd, but I never claimed to be good at scheduling things for YouTube, and I don't want to wait until next year. So I think I'm going to do that at some point, maybe soon. We'll see. Might be next on the docket as far as videos go. Not necessarily. There's one more I want to do too, which has to do with margin and center kind of things. That actually might be a little more relevant to my current class, so maybe I'll do that first. But this one's on the list somewhere for sure. For sure. Really, you don't have to call me General.
Sorry, guess I can't get my head out of the past.
How'd you wind up on Telos?
I moved around for a couple years. Working as a starship mechanic got me from place to place. I wasn't ready to settle down after the war.
During my exile, I did the same thing.
Then you understand my restlessness. Though the war had ended, I couldn't find peace in anything.
As long as I kept moving, I didn't have to think about what happened. Know what I mean?
Only too well.
I'm sure you do. I decided I'd do something constructive. I wanted to make up for the things I'd done in the war. I wanted to design planetary shields, but there weren't many systems with the credits to spare. There was more that needed to be rebuilt and protected. I found out that Telos was going to be the flagship project for the Republic, and it sounded like something good. I saw Telos before the Sith raised it. It deserved a better fate. But Zerka ruined everything. I thought I could force Zerka out on my own, but I guess I can't fix everything myself.
Good to have you around again.
It's good to be working with you again, General. Something else I can help you with?
I still totally like him, but I'm still like constantly a little bit bothered by how just the calmness in his voice has that ominous quality. Something creepy. Something creepy. Do you have any shields I could use?
Sorry, General, I'm flat out. I'll see if I can make some more when I get a chance. Something else I can help you with?
Yeah, do I have all the lightsaber parts I'll need?
Let me see what you have. That's everything. Now all you need is a little quiet time with the workbench.
What kind of lightsaber do you want to create? I think I'm going to use a one-handed because I didn't sink feats into dual wielding, and I can't afford to. So that's going to be my thing. I always do this. Every time I play KOTOR, this is what happens. Every time. I always wind up with one-handed because I never go... The only viable way in this system, because it's built on like D&D 3.5, the only viable way of using double-bladed or two sabers is if you're a Jedi Guardian. It doesn't work for Sentinel, which is... I don't know, Sentinels stereotypically have a saber staff, so you would think. Excuse me, but no, one hand. What color focusing crystal do you use? Oh, yellow's the only one I have. Fine. Item received. Lightsaber. I don't like that it's yellow, but fine. That's all I got. Upgrade items. My lightsaber. Anakin crystal, extra damage. Beam gem lens. Keen and damage bonus, energy bonus. Defense bonus 1, bolt deflection -2. No, I need bolt deflection. No. Nothing. Kind of like it, but I'm not gonna go for it. Oh. Okay. So, Let's save right here. And, because I don't want to trigger the long thing, let's just go to Dantooine. If for no other reason that there is a crystal cave on Dantooine. There's a cave of crystals, a crystal cave, if you will, on Dantooine. So that's actually something that I'm gonna be interested in. Maybe get a better color.
Something up?
Yeah. I have some questions for you.
All right. What did you want to know?
I met someone on Nar Shaddaa. Says he knows you.
Yeah, that's a surprise. Did he say I owed him credits too?
No, he says you're not Atten at all. That you showed up on Nar Shaddaa during the Jedi Civil War.
I'm as Atten will ever be. And whoever your trusted informant is, he's right. I did show up on Nar Shaddaa during the Jedi Civil War, along with a lot of other refugees.
So, Erica, this is where we find out a little bit. I don't think we find out all of it right now, but this is where we find out a little bit about Atten. Is there anything you want to tell me?
No, because you're asking about it. If I wanted to tell you anything, I would have come and told you. Anything else?
Calm down. I just wanted to know. No harm meant.
Is this an interrogation? If so, you're terrible at it, especially for an ex-Jedi, or whatever you are. Why don't you just crawl in my head and try to dig out whatever you're looking for rather than asking about it?
There is no way to say this nicely. This is ridiculous. I won't do that again. Again? Again? I did that? I don't remember doing that. I'm telling the truth. Don't tell us to strangers. Okay, Erica. We'll see.
You know what? I helped you get off, Peragus. If I hadn't been there, you wouldn't have even gotten off the administration level. I'm trying to help you. I don't know why I'm bothering.
That is very true. You were very helpful. That is true. Why are you trying to protect me?
I don't know. I'm not sure I understand it half the time.
I want to know where you were before you arrived on Nar Shaddaa.
You know what? Not once have I asked you about the Mandalorian Wars. Not once. I heard about Duxon. Everyone has. I heard about Serico, and I sure as hell know about Malachor 5. Ooh. What makes you think you've got the right to interrogate me on anything? You've got plenty of lives to answer for. All you Jedi do.
I did a lot I wasn't proud of, and I'm sorry for the lives that were lost on both sides.
How did you even live with yourself after Malachor? Is that why you went back to the Jedi Council? Hoping they'd kill you?
It wasn't quite like that.
Wasn't it? Maybe you thought they'd forgive you. Sure, you might have thought they'd execute you. But Jedi don't kill, do they? At least not their prisoners. Maybe you were counting on it when you went back in chains. So you got off easy. You were exiled, brushed under the cargo ramp, another dirty little Jedi secret. I'll tell you, all those Jedi at Malachor, they deserved it. Every last one of them.
Oh. They did not deserve it. Why would you even say that?
Because Jedi lie, and they manipulate, and every act of charity or kindness they do, you can drag it out squirming into the light and see it for what it is. The galaxy doesn't need Jedi arrogance or Jedi hypocrisy anymore.
What do you mean?
At least the Sith are honest about what they're killing for. The Jedi are pacifists, except in times of war. They're teachers, except when it comes to telling their students the truth. And when they save you, it's only so you can suffer more.
You're wrong, Atten. That's not the way of the Jedi.
Whatever, just leave me alone. I don't know why I'm wasting my time with you anyway.
I'd just like to know about your past, especially if we're traveling together. Yeah, Erica, this gets kind of intense. Just, I thought I warned you about this.
Well, don't get too attached to me. I don't like it.
Why not?
It's because I'm a deserter. It's what I do.
Which war are you talking about?
Served in both of them. Against the Mandalorians, before and after Revan, and again, when Revan declared war on the Jedi.
You were Sith?
That's just a name. It's what we did that was important. But it was more than that. You were there. You knew how easy it was to hate the Jedi who sat back in the Republic, evaluating the threat, and watched us die against the Mandalorians.
Why'd you desert?
Because you can't believe in the Republic anymore after the Mandalorian Wars. After Revan, nothing was the same.
Right after that final battle at Malachor, I was right there with the rest of the defectors, because it was the right thing to do.
I see what he means. That the Republic was basically helpless against the Mandalorians, and it was mostly their own damn fault. And so, turning away from that massively corrupt regime, or at least impotent regime, I get it. It's understandable. I was wrong. It was wrong. Erica says, no, see, he's innocent. He just needs a big hug. I mean, yeah. It was wrong. You answered war with war.
No, it wasn't. We needed the Jedi during the Mandalorian Wars, more than anything. The Mandalorians were slaughtering us by the millions. The millions. You were at Serico, when they turned the Stay-Rib cities into glass craters. At Duro, when Basilisk war droids rained like meteors onto the orbiting cities. And when the Mandalorians set fire to the Zoxan plains on Ares III, the fires that still burn. Without the Jedi who turned on the Council, without you, the Republic would have lost the war, and we would all be Mandalorian slaves or corpses.
Instead, you all became Sith.
If that's what you want to call knowing when to fight and when to kill, then yes. But you can't really break down people into Sith and Jedi and expect everything to make sense. We were loyal to Revan. That was enough. He saved us.
So you followed Revan like I had.
After Malachor, after the Mandalorian Wars, that's when the Sith teachings started spreading through the ranks.
We knew where our loyalties lay. To the Jedi who came to help us. Not the ones who sat back on Dantooine and Coruscant, watching us die.
So when those same Jedi who watched us die decided to start fighting us during the Jedi Civil War, we fought back. I fought back.
How? The idea of you fighting a Jedi is ridiculous.
Yeah, it sure is. And that's why I was so good at it. And that's why I wasn't fighting Jedi. I was killing them. People say killing Jedi is hard. It's not. You just have to be smart about it. No blasters, no getting close to them, no attacking them directly when you can gun down their allies instead. There's ways of gassing them, drugging them, making them lose control, torturing them. I was really good at it.
What's worse is that killing them wasn't the best thing. Making them fall. Making them see our side of it. That was the best.
This is a little hard to believe.
Yeah? Maybe you'll believe this. That when fighting a Jedi, you wound the Padawan first, then let the rest take care of itself. Not only will the Master move to protect the student, but the forced bond between the two will mess up the Master's head better than any stab wound. Anything else? That's only a sample of my arsenal.
Tell me. I need to know how to protect myself and others around me.
If there's no whiny little Padawan, start shooting innocents. Not to kill, just enough so that they're gonna die unless the Jedi does something to save them. And if any Jedi is stupid enough to use their Makashi lightsaber form against you, start shooting as fast as you can and drop them while they're exposed. Set mines, set a lot of them. Fire gas grenades. But make sure they have magnetic lock targeters so Jedi can't force push them back.
Oh god, this is especially ironic because he just killed the slaver who's a melee combatant by setting 2 mines in front of him. How could you have killed Jedi?
I taught myself techniques. It's hard for Jedi to sense what you're really thinking if you throw up walls of strong emotions and feelings. Lust, impatience, cowardice. Most Jedi awareness doesn't cruise beyond the surface feelings to see what's deeper. And I was good at that, throwing up walls. And my superiors knew it. Sometimes the Jedi on our side wouldn't even realize I was there.
Is that why you act the way you do?
Part of it. Maybe it was always me. It's hard to tell sometimes. I haven't known who I am for years. I wasn't the only one. I know you left at the Mandalorian Wars, so you don't know much about what went on behind the scenes in the Jedi Civil War. But Revan understood one thing. The real battle was going to be fought between the Jedi on both sides. That was the only battle that mattered.
Yeah, Erica says, dude, Atton is big brain. Yeah, he is. He is, like, way more competent than he comes off as. Like, he tries to pass himself off as this goofy, derpy little like smuggler dude. But no, he's a highly trained, highly skilled, vaguely force sensitive hyper assassin. It's terrifying all of a sudden. What do you mean?
Whoever had the most, the strongest Jedi were going to win the Civil War.
Yeah, pretty much.
If Revan couldn't convert Jedi, Revan would kill them. So Revan trained elite Sith units into assassination squads, whose duty was to go out and capture enemy Jedi. I was in one of the special units trained to do this.
So yeah, he's the Batman of the Sith. So he's basically the unpowered one who can take out the entire Justice League. Capture Jedi, not kill them?
Yeah. Revan had plans for all Jedi. I think it was important that the Jedi see his side of things, the Sith teachings. Revan wanted to break them, and then have them join him.
So how did you break away?
One day, I decided not to do it anymore, so I left. Ended up on Nar Shaddaa, became someone else.
Why are you telling me this? You're telling a Jedi you killed Jedi.
Because you've killed Jedi too. Different circumstances, but you have a bigger body count than I ever did. And I've been with you only a short time. Okay. Enough to know that as soon as someone signs on with you, they haven't got long to live. You got history, and anyone who travels with you doesn't. And maybe I want somebody to know who I was in case a story needs to be set straight. Maybe you understand.
But why'd you leave the Sith?
Well, there was a woman, a Jedi. She gave her life for mine.
Was this the last mission?
It wasn't a mission. She sought me out. She said she had come to save me.
She was lying, of course. Or I think she was. It doesn't matter. She told enough truth to get my attention.
Truth about what?
She said that Revan was doing something terrible to Jedi within the unknown regions. That when we captured Jedi, they were sent to a place designed to break them. And that anyone in his service who showed any ability with the Force was sent there too, to turn them, to break them into dark Jedi, or assassins trained to kill Jedi. She said that's what would happen to me, that I had the Force inside me. That's why I was so good at killing Jedi. And that when the Sith learned of it, there would be no escape, no turning back. I would become an instrument of the dark side, forever. I had heard talk in the ranks, troops vanishing. I knew what she meant, but I didn't believe her, or want to believe her.
So what'd you do?
I did what I did with all Jedi. I hurt her. I hurt her a lot. And then, right when I thought she couldn't take any more, she showed me the Force. In my head.
And I felt everything she felt. And I heard just an echo of what the Force was. And how what I was doing, I think I loved her. But it wasn't that kind of love. It was the kind of love where you're willing to give up everything for someone you don't even know.
That's what it means to be a Jedi.
I killed her for crawling in my head, for showing me that. But before she opened her mind to mine, my only thought was that I would love to kill her. And at the end, I killed her because I loved her.
So what happened to her?
In the end, she sacrificed herself to keep my secret, to prevent the Sith from knowing about that touch of the Force inside me. She wasted her life to save me. Me.
And I felt her die when she opened her mind. I've killed Jedi, like I said, but I was never there to feel it, to be on the receiving end. And after that, I couldn't stop feeling things. Before, guilt, lust, impatience. It had been orchestrated to get close. Now it all just kept tumbling out, and I couldn't keep doing what I was doing. So I left. I fled with the displaced war veterans to Nar Shaddaa, and I lost myself there, until the war came to an end. I wanted no more of Jedi, or Dark Jedi, or the Force. I just wanted to be left alone.
And then, I met you on Paragus.
And I thought maybe she had saved me so that I could help you. And if I can't, then I have to try.
And I welcome your help.
I didn't want to tell you any of this, but I had to. Because if something happens, I can't let you think I was doing it for something other than the past.
Then let's stand together against the Sith.
Once, a Jedi showed me the Force. I heard it. I felt it. At the time, there was too much pain to confront it. Because if I did, it meant I would be changed into something else. Now, I'm not afraid of it anymore. And I think that by learning how to use it, I can help protect you. Or at least buy you some time when disaster comes screaming in.
I want to learn how to use the Force. I want to learn how to use the Force to help you.
Then I'll train you, Atten.
What must I do? Is there some ritual, or...
Just close your eyes and open your mind. See, this is the part where we start noticing that all of our companions who aren't droids are Force sensitive. Even Bowder, who we'll get to eventually. You must learn to feel it around you. Feel its currents, its eddies. Listen to the echo of your thoughts, your heart, separated from war, separated from hate. Hatred. Separated from hatred. Drive me nuts. By the way, that is a pet peeve of mine. Hate is a verb, primarily at least. It is used as a noun, inappropriately. Hatred is the noun form. Anyway, think of what you felt when you felt the need to help me, to protect me. And at last, Atten, awaken. Atten has taken his first steps on the path of a Jedi Sentinel. He will grow in ability as he travels with you and learns what you know of the Force. Cool! Let's go to Dantooine, shall we? Actually, let's talk to everybody else. Don't really need to talk to T7. Let's assemble some things into HK. No, we have no more. No more parts to assemble, that's fine. Talk to Visas, and let's talk to Kreia.
My life for yours.
I wanted to teach you some of the techniques I've learned in my travels.
I am prepared for whatever you wish to teach me.
I need to find you a lightsaber or two.
I understand now. I shall practice what you have taught me. My life for...
I want to teach you more.
I am prepared for...
Learn Dominate Mind. Anything else? Nothing else. I'll be going. Thank you. Can I do that for Atten too? Dude, can I teach him Force stuff? I'm gonna go try. I'm gonna see if I can teach him Force stuff.
Something up?
I wanted to teach you some of the techniques I learned in my travels.
Alright, I'm game. What did you want to show me?
Affect Mind.
Alright, I think I've got it. I'll try to practice it when I get the chance.
That's not a thing to practice often, but fine.
Something up?
Can I teach you something? Dominate mind.
Something up?
Nothing. Never mind. Let's see about Kreia. I don't think we need to teach her anything. She's already pretty good. And then maybe, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Kreia first, and then I'm gonna see if I can rip some more backstory out of Bowder. Ask him about his arm, maybe.
Have you come with questions?
I wish to learn about lightsaber combat.
That is something we will leave until we possess a lightsaber.
I have a lightsaber. Kreia, look at me. What other training do you offer?
Very well.
I want to know more about the Force forms.
Very well.
One that allows me to focus the Force.
It allows you to recover your strength with the Force more quickly, and it lends strength to your Force powers. It has no other drawbacks. Such a form is a gift, preferred of the Jedi consulars, and effective in combats where you must fight only through the Force.
Oh, okay, never mind. She just wants to, It's information about the stuff I already know. It's not actually learning new things. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can pull more backstory out of Bowder real quick.
I didn't want to talk about the war, but can I ask you something?
Oh, sure. What is it?
Why did you decide to fight?
The Jedi serve no one within action. At least that's what I thought at the time.
The war went poorly before Revan and the Jedi lent aid to the Republic. Many of us believed the Jedi to be cowards who were afraid to face the Mandalorian threat. I remembered when word of the Mandalorian attacks arrived on Iridonia. My people had colonies across the Outer Rim. Many of them were among the first systems to fall.
As good a reason as any for joining.
I did not join because I wanted to protect, though. I hated them. I wanted to destroy them. To give them the mercy they gave the people they conquered. I remember the thrill I felt when we fought them in battle. Victories were rare, but we celebrated every Mandalorian's death. Do you know how it felt?
Jedi are trained to resist such strong emotions.
I couldn't do that. It was almost as though the battle took control of me, drove me forward. It's always on my mind now. That loss of control blinded me, turned me into a weapon. I just needed to get that off my chest. Was there something you wanted me for?
How'd you lose your arm anyway?
I got tired of it, kept dropping my hydro spanner, figured I'd get a new one.
I was being serious.
If you were me, you'd probably want to joke about it too. Actually, it was a souvenir from Malachor. I was lucky I didn't lose more. But at least it gave me something to do, right? Everyone always said I was probably half machine anyway. Something else I can help you with?
What are you doing?
Just working on the ship. I'm not sure who got her up and running, but I'm amazed she's even space-worthy. Whoever made these repairs doesn't think like most mechanics. But don't worry, I'll get everything in shape.
Okay. Not too much new, but we'll keep checking in with him here and there. Alrighty then. Nothing else for now, so let's go to Dantooine. So, actually, something I've been thinking of is that there have been... So with all the planets that show up in KOTOR 1 and 2, most of them at this point have been readapted into the Old Republic, into the MMO. Of these, Onderon recently got an open world environment plus a few like flashpoints and events and things. Dantooine, same thing, recently got an open world plus a few events and things. Korriban is one of the Sith starting planets, so that's definitely in there. Nar Shaddaa is one of the early worlds that you go to, and it's the first one where you can actually interact both Jedi and Sith together in some like common areas that are like peaceful. Interesting. Telos is still not around, and I'm a little bit disappointed. I'd like to see Telos and maybe even Citadel Station make an appearance in SOTOR. As far as the other ones in KOTOR 1, You go to Taurus, which is hell. It's very not pleasant and not honestly not all that fun in SOTOR in the MMO. You go to Dantooine, like I just said. You can go to Manon, late game kind of flashpoint type stuff. Let's see. Kashyyyk has not been brought in. What's the other planet? What's the other planet in KOTOR 1? Tatooine, of course. Tatooine. Yeah, there is of course a Tatooine. That was in the game at release. So far, out of all of the planets in KOTOR 1 and KOTOR 2, all of them have been represented in SOTOR except for Telos and Kashyyyk. Both of which are planets that I would really, really like to see. Go to Tatooine. I'd really like to see in the MMO. Let's go! Oh, cool. Nar Shaddaa is not a planet I would ever want to actually visit, like actually go to, but it's very cool to see. Really cool to look at. Aesthetically beautiful. Now, Dantooine, on the other hand, this, Kunda, is actually right where we are in our tabletop, in our Wednesday night Star Wars tabletop campaign, our Edge of the Empire game. Just like, 2,500, 3,000 years later. This is... Hey! Here we go. Kunda, which becomes a basically a Republic diplomatic capital by the time of the sort of Clone Wars era. Let's bring Atten and Visas. Yeah, let's bring our 4C people. Yeah. A woman notices your lightsaber. You'll find little welcome here, Jedi. For your own good, I recommend you speak to Administrator Adare. Finish quickly your business in Kunda and go. Oh. Meanwhile, like I said, it's a really nice planet. It's a lot of fun. It's a nice little backwater, which makes a good start to the to a campaign. A first real planet that's explorable and civilized, but still kind of backwater. It doesn't have a really high level of technology. It doesn't have access to a lot of stuff, a lot of equipment, gear, that sort of thing. And so it's a nice little gradual start to things. Oh, still kind of out in the Outer Rim as well, so it's relatively isolated. In any case, pretty cool. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I hope that hope the party is as well, and it's not dragging on too long. I expect us to probably be there for a little while, actually. There's still more. There's still plenty of stuff to go on. Could you please answer some of my questions first?
I will answer your questions.
Thank you. Who's Administrator Adare?
She was the agricultural administrator of Dantooine. After the Sith attack, she kept us together. Without her, the only thing you'd see around here are mercenaries.
Why are there so many mercenaries here?
We had problems with Mandalorian mercenaries even before the Jedi Civil War. The Jedi helped clear most of the problem up, but after the war, many soldiers from both sides of the conflict became mercenaries. And since we're so far from the core, some started gathering here.
Have the mercenaries caused any problems?
The difference between an out-of-work mercenary and a raider is a vibroblade's edge. The only thing we can prove they've done is intimidate a few farmers. The farmers give them goods, money, or food just to stay on their good side. The only one that isn't scared of them is the administrator. There have also been a lot of disappearances recently, and not all of them can be blamed on Cath hounds. But nobody can prove the mercenaries are responsible.
Who's disappeared?
A farmer here and there, or a family. We lost enough people during the war that keeping the Cath hound and Kinrath populations under control hasn't been possible. So there are a lot of animal attacks. Some deaths, too. The disappearances might be just coincidence, but a lot of the stubborn folks seem to be more accident-prone.
Where's Kunda?
Kunda is the big building just outside the landing port. It used to be the estate of a man named Matali, but he and his family disappeared around the time of the bombardment. The administrator rebuilt it, and now this is our center of government.
This is your center of government?
I know it doesn't look like much, but there aren't many settlers that live on this planet. This building is the start of something new for us. We're very proud of it.
I'm not going to be rude. I'll be going now.
Just head into the building and you'll find your way to the administrator. I'll be over by the entrance if you need anything else.
Yeah, I don't need to be rude. I don't need to start off by
you.
being rude. That doesn't seem like a good idea. All right, skills. Demolition. No. Security. Stealth. Demolitions. Yeah, okay. Feats. Got some nice feats. Feats. Let's go with lightsaber finesse, because we're going to need it. We're going to need lightsaber finesse if we ever actually get a lightsaber. Okay. He's low on my priority of getting lightsabers. All right, so he has these two. He needs heal. Improved heal. Everyone needs healing. Like, max out healing immediately. God, wow, all three of my... Well, 3 out of 4 of my Jedi characters, my Force-sensitive characters, so far Force-sensitive characters, are maxed out light side. The exception being Kreia, who is, shows up as neutral. Which is nonsense, but, you know. I give you greetings, human. Too many visitors come to Kunda. New faces arrive all the time. It's sad, all too often turmoil and strife bring the humans here. I am Patoado, an ecologist and xenobiologist. I await transport off this planet to rejoin my herd. I have explored much of this planet, and I am anxious to depart. What are you doing on Dantooine? Or why are you exploring Dantooine? I was sent to catalog the natural resources of this planet, a fascinating planet filled with life. Many biologics, yet even in nature here is troubled. The ecosfere's balance has been lost. Without correction, the planet will falter in time. How did the planet lose its balance? Well, I know that. How can it be corrected? Let's go with that. Difficult to say. Ecosphere forces are hard to disrupt, but sentients have terrible power. The fallen Jedi's proximity may be the root of the problem, who can say. Something must be causing the mysterious behavior of the Kinrith. What's so unusual about the Kinrith's behavior? Kinrith are common to several worlds, and they're well known for burrowing and nesting. But here they swarm. The tunnels near here appear to be the center of their anomalous behavior. Do you have any cards I can buy? While I'm at it. Plus or minus 1, plus or minus 6. Flip 2 and 4? I can afford it. Okay. No, I'm not going to steal his stuff. Tempted as I may be, I'm not going to steal his stuff. I'm going to just go loot these random storage crates back here instead. Powered battle armor. Nah. Impossible, really.
I hear you.
And you want to give it a try?
Damn thing's stuck.
The honor is mine.
Okay, fine. Zabrak Blaster Pistol. Alright, let's move right along. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save again. Man keeps your lightsaber.
Jedi. I've got to tell the others.
Wait, what do you have against Jedi?
Ah, leave me be, Jedi.
Okay, you know what? I'm going blaster time. Let's just switch for now. I just got my fancy new lightsaber. Can't even use it. Alright, well, here's Kunda. A fellow traveler, are you free from your homeworld as well? I am a carrier, a Celestial Starfarer, an honest trader. What do you sell? I trade mostly in droid components. I build droids too. They fly my ship and keep me company on long voyages. If you have droid companions, they will surely appreciate my selection. Can I see what you got? Yes. Miscellaneous. HK droid processor. Yeah, we need that. Okay, advanced repair kits, maybe. We need computer spanks. Security tunneler. Need one of those. We need those. We need those. Nah, no armor for now. I just spent a lot of credits. That was like more than 1,000 credits I just spent. Let me do a quick loop around the former Metale estate. The what I'm going to call the once and future Metale estate, because I decided to keep the Metale family in my tabletop 3,000 years later. They're very old money kind of thing, you know? Yeah, nice. Hey, good. Good.
You'll find little welcome here, Jedi. For your own good, I recommend you speak to Administrator Adari, quickly finish your business in Kunda, and go.
Alright, thanks, I'll be going. I'm just gonna keep the lightsaber put away for now.
I think Tarn has finally cracked, running around like a madman, raving that he was being chased by a Jedi.
Oh, Tarn is an idiot, to be sure. But he seemed genuinely frightened, and perhaps he did see something.
Do you actually believe a Jedi would return here? After all they've done to us? They wouldn't dare.
They certainly would. You remember how they were. Always so superior, so arrogant, and never lending a hand when we really needed them.
What? I still don't believe it.
You should. My cousin's friend,
no.
he used to tend the gardens around the Enclave. He swears he saw a Jedi in Kunda. Could be hiding anywhere.
Well, I hope it's true. I hear there's a bounty on them, and we could certainly use the money.
Unless somebody beats you to it.
Great. I want to talk to them, see what's up.
The salvagers keep coming here and bothering the militia. That Garrovick is the worst of them.
Garrovick, huh?
Welcome to Kunda. You're a salvager, right? You'll need to see Administrator Adare to get access to the ruins. If you need directions to anything else, just ask.
Okay, do you know who Gaverick is?
Garrovick is a salvager, the worst one of the lot. Try to stay clear of him. He's a dangerous one to cross.
Okay. What do you have here in Kunda?
The things that would most interest you are our weapon merchant Anzeron, the leader of our militia. Akere is still around here somewhere too. He sells droid components.
Okay, we're gonna find the weapon shop.
Just go to the central corridor and make a right. His shop is the first on the right.
Okay. Why would I need to see Zaron? It's the mercenary captain.
If you get into any trouble, he's the
militia
person you contact. Unfortunately, recent problems with the salvagers and mercenaries have kept him quite busy.
Where can I find him?
He's at the militia headquarters. Just make a right at the central corridor, and the headquarters is one of the rooms furthest in the back.
Recent problems like what?
The mercenaries cause disruptions for some of our outlying settlers. They are a constant source of friction for us. I hear the salvagers are having some internal problems too.
Okay. Could you go into more detail?
No, I couldn't. If you're really interested in that, just speak to Zeron.
I think I will. I'd like to ask you about something else.
Certainly. What do you want to know?
Where's the administrator?
Her office is directly behind this room. You really can't miss it. She can see you now, if you like.
Yes, thank you. I have to go. Oh, hey, there's
Your
Garrett.
luck is not of the hapless settler. You are the newcomer that lands in a battered ship, yes. No friendly greetings are here for you.
What are you doing here in Kunda?
I come here to speak to the militia and make them understand a truth. Something of mine they have in their possession. It's very unwise to stand in my way. I am done being inconvenienced by you.
Oh. Okay.
Ah, you have called me. Have I not told you that I don't like interruptions? Now, this is a disruption that is most welcomed. This news bears some thought. You have done well. This time, do not interrupt me again. Preparations need to be made. Another was not expected so soon.
Talking about Jedi, isn't he?
Are you waiting for the administrator too? You won't have to wait too long. But if you want results, now that you may never get here.
Why not?
Kunda's like a droid without his power cell. Useless. We have problems all over, and the most you can get out of the administrator is a pat in the back. I'm sick of all their excuses and empty words. I need justice now. I fought in the war, and I know how to use my blaster rifle. If the administrator or Zeron doesn't do something, then I will.
What exactly is your problem?
Salvagers are the problem. They strip bare the ruins that belong to the people of Dantooine. Then they sell what they find back to us at inflated prices. I'm not a violent man. I've had my share of it in the war. I sincerely hoped I could just hang my blaster rifle on the wall as a souvenir for my grandchildren. But I can't farm without my equipment.
The Salvagers stole your equipment?
Well, yes and no. I brought my moisture vaporator to Kunda to be serviced. On the way back to my farm, I took a shortcut next to the Enclave ruins. Damn Lagrix came out of nowhere. I had to run before they made a meal of me. When I returned to retrieve my equipment, the Salvagers had already stripped it bare.
You sure it's a Salvager?
My farm is the closest to the Enclave ruins. It has to be someone nearby, and if the mercenaries wanted it, they'd just take it in broad daylight. The closest place besides that is the Salvager camp, so it has to be them. You ever met one of them? Thievery wouldn't be too far a stretch for any of them. The other day I had to take a shot at one of them. Soon someone is going to get killed, and Dantooine has enough trouble without that.
What'd they steal?
A lot of farming equipment. It's not even valuable, just important for the moisture vaporators and hydroprocessors. The thief must be desperate for credits.
Anything I can do to help?
I suppose you could. Actually, you almost look like a salvager. If you could go to this salvager camp and convince the salvager Joran to return my modulator, I would be very grateful. I'm not rich, but I have some souvenirs from the war I could give you.
I'll see what I can do.
That's great. I'm certainly not getting any help around here. If you need to know anything more, just ask me.
Alright, the Salvager camp is right by the old Jedi Temple ruins. Which, incidentally, the Jedi Temple ruins are where the, where our, ship is parked in the, in our tabletop. Ah, Administrator.
A visitor. Please, come in. Welcome to Kunda. I am Administrator Turina Adari. You're the owner of the, ship that just landed?
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Mitra.
Depending on your business here, the pleasure may be mutual, but you didn't answer
Fingers
my
crossed.
question. Is that ship yours?
I came in that ship, yes.
And unless I'm much mistaken, that's the Ebon Hawk. That vessel has been on Dantooine before, during the war. That was a Jedi vessel.
I'd prefer if you keep that quiet. Jedi don't seem to be liked here, practically anywhere these days.
That is an unfortunate truth. And a wise request, which of course I will honor. Most settlers here hold bitter memories of the Sith occupation. Right or wrong, our settlers blame the Jedi and their hidden enclave for their suffering.
It's not that well hidden.
I remember the old Jedi Masters and the considerable help they lent to Dantooine. I still maintain discreet connections with Jedi. I suppose your arrival here is no coincidence.
I'm looking for Jedi. Could you tell me where you're Could you tell me who you're talking about?
My friend, let's just call him Vrook. We've known each other for many years, and our continued friendship could create many problems in the current political climate. He came to Dantooine not too long ago. He was looking into something quite important. He's gone missing recently. Did he send for you in case something went wrong?
Why is it that Mitra holds her hands palm facing forward? That's what's weird about it. That's what's weird about the hand movement animations, I think. Her hands are like this down by her side. It's odd. He didn't send for me, but I would like to meet him.
Vrook and I had a mutually beneficial arrangement for several weeks. He went to the Jedi Enclave sublevel recently and hasn't returned. I know the sublevel is dangerous. I'm starting to fear the worst. Would you be willing to go to the ruins of the Enclave to look for him?
I'll make it my first priority.
We are fortunate that you've come. Don't expect it to be easy, though. Things rarely are with Jedi. I will have one of the militia transmit permissions to the Enclave security door. Go expecting danger, for you will most certainly find it there. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
Is there any work I can do here?
There are plenty of opportunities to assist people on Dantooine. Too many, I'm afraid. I would go to the militia headquarters and make your intentions known there. Besides that, just listen and ask around.
Okay. The people of Dantooine really hate Jedi?
To most people in the galaxy, the distinction between Sith and Jedi is a blurry one, especially since most Sith were once Jedi. It is complicated by the fact that Malak and Revan were great heroes of the Republic and famed Jedi Knights. But a few years later, they were leading an armada which threatened everyone.
Evening.
And here on Dantooine, the Jedi Enclave provoked a brutal occupation by the Sith. It could have been far worse, but even now the damage has not been fully mended.
Yeah, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Can anything be done about it? About this terrible Jedi reputation?
I don't think everyone hates Jedi. If just a few people changed their minds or spoke up, it could make a great deal of difference. I think that we need the help of the Jedi. If the Jedi's reputation isn't redeemed, the consequences could be quite regrettable. Until then, I would keep your identity secret.
Well, it asks, how's ancient or space going? Well, it's both, right? Long time ago, galaxy far, far away, all that. Not going great, so it would seem. This is another one of those elements of KOTOR 2 where we see the same places that we saw in KOTOR 1, but they're in a much worse state. Dantooine was a nice, pleasant place, well protected and well taken care of by the Jedi. And now it is a lawless wasteland where the former estate of the Matali family is basically the governmental capital, and this lady is in charge as best she can be. It's rough. What can you tell me about the people of Dantooine?
Who do you want to know about? There are 3 groups of people on the planet right now. The settlers, salvagers, and the mercenaries.
I've heard plenty about them, I think. So I'll be going. Okay. Yeah, and that's actually another point. Yeah, so Star Wars is a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Yeah, same galaxy far, far away, but this is an even longer time ago. This is 3,000 years before the movies. Yeah, space corruption.
What brings you to Kunda?
Very much
Do you have
so.
any troubles to report? I'm here to help. I just hope you aren't here about Garivek.
Who are you?
Well, call me a defective protocol droid.
What?
Manners, right. I'm Barun Modril. I'm Captain Zeron's right-hand man. I help run the militia here. Well, that makes it sound more important than I am. Zeron takes a hands-on role in running the militia. If you have any real trouble, you'd have to go to him anyway.
Sounds like you don't approve of him.
This is sensitive. It's not really a secret, though. A lot of people are upset with Zeron. He's a hard man and doesn't answer to anybody. Except, I suppose, the administrator. The thing is, he expects everyone to follow all the laws. That's not normally a bad thing, but the mercenaries are used to having a bit more freedom. So it's like Zeron keeps prodding a rancor with a stun stick. To a rancor, it's just a minor nuisance. But if you keep at it, he's gonna fight back. The mercenaries aren't unreasonable. They're mostly just war veterans looking for work. But Zeron just keeps poking them. So he has to get involved to make sure that the militia does what he wants. Otherwise, we'd probably give the mercenaries some room.
Okay, so he's pushing on minor legal issues that are causing problems. This is a lot like, I mean, Augustine talked about this. Aquinas, actually. No, Aquinas, not Augustine. Talked about this. I think it was Aquinas. I'm going to get this wrong, aren't I? Oh, gosh. That's going to kill me. It was Augustine or Aquinas, who basically was talking about how the law should not go beyond what people are capable of regularly obeying, because it'll force people to lose respect for the law and its administrators. And so the law, like from a practical standpoint, needs to be tailored to the people that it governs. This is a key case of that. Bubman says, imagine the constant looming futility of one's entire life, knowing that they'll die thousands of years before Jar Jar Binks is born. Yeah, well, I mean, no one quite knows how this galaxy will end up, so that's fine, I guess. They don't have to live with the knowledge. Gosh, that's actually another thing. So I was talking about what planets have been adapted and been brought into SWTOR, into the MMO. And so of all the planets in KOTOR 1 and 2, the only ones that haven't been brought in are Kashyyyk and Telos. And I'd like to see both of them. That'd be really cool. But another planet that I'm very surprised has never made it in, and honestly has barely made it into any sort of outside supplemental, especially modern, especially like new Disney canon, but even EU, even old classic EU stuff, barely around, is Naboo. I'm surprised that none of the Old Republic stuff has touched on Naboo at all, especially given that there was an ancient human civilization there, hence the big statuary stuff. At least I think there was, as best I understand it. So you would think that that would be a thing. That'd be a place to go. Maybe you could go to Otogunga, or the equivalent, the ancient equivalent. That'd be neat. Or maybe just people don't want to deal with that sort of thing. Or maybe you can go to war against them and just, slaughter them. I'm sure plenty of people would enjoy that sort of thing. Doesn't sound like a good situation.
It's tricky. You see, I think Zeron may be taking this whole thing a little personal. I'm not sure. Just a guess. I also think he's doing more to provoke them than just investigating every complaint against them hard. He's up to something. If someone could just ask a few questions, turn up some answers, maybe see if Zeron isn't being completely honest with the rest of us, well, then maybe he should be replaced.
What can I do to help?
Just look around. See if Zeron's up to something on the side. Something that'll hurt the fragile peace we got with the mercenaries. So if you happen to find something out like that, you should see Administrator Adare. If you have to do some footwork to check into things, you'll be compensated. We should probably talk about something else. I hate going behind the captain's back. I just feel... I just have a feeling about it.
I'll be going now. I think that's all.
All right. Stay out of trouble now.
All right. Thanks, buddy. First one on the right. This is the weapon shop, right? Yeah, look at that. This guy, Adam. Okay, what's your mission? Overcoming people's troubles, letting them defend themselves at a nice, affordable rate. Alright, let's see what you're selling. This is the same, why I gasped is, this is the same Rhodian weapon seller that was in the first game, on Dantooine. Cool. That's neat. That's very neat. Quarterstaff. Usually just a smooth staff of wood or light alloys. This is a very simple weapon of ancient design. Let's not. I'm tempted to get this. To get one or the other of these for Visas. Maybe the Sith War Sword. Air Force Pike. 3,000. Ugh. Attack modifier +1. Low crit threat. Bad critical. Good damage. So this. Nah. Med packs. Sonic damage. Reson crystal. Wisdom and charisma. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'll wait on this one. I don't need sonic damage. Not really. Thinking about that. Hold on. It's that Guidon beacon. Oh, I can't sell it because
the honor is mine.
Thesis is wielding it. Okay, so Guidon beacon. Yeah, damage 1 through 6. That's awful. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get her the war sword. Transition double blade. 6 through 20 damage. Oh my god, that's expensive though. Jesus. 10,000. Sith War Sword. I can afford a Sith War Sword. That's expensive, but I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it for Visas. There.
Honor is mine.
Much better. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna sell some crap I don't need. Value 0. Value 0. Sell one of those. Use it. Ooh, good damage. Canian heavy pistol. Pretty good. Heavy blaster? I might as well sell it. Actually, wait. Yeah, no, I don't need it. Iron rifle. Not great. I can sell it. Carbine. It's mining laser. Rifle. Mandalorian assault rifle. That's pricey. Right, I don't know. Maybe I'll need those, maybe I won't, but we'll see. Not great. Powered battle armor. Adds to strength. Not bad. Flex heavy armor. Okay. I don't think I need either of the... I'll just keep one just in case. Shields, infiltrator gloves. Now I can use those. Immunity belt. Okay, okay, okay. No, keep it in case. Awareness +1, immunity critical hit. Nah, that's nice. Regen 1. Okay. Let's see, miscellaneous. Any of this stuff I can get rid of. Alright. That's good enough for now. Alright, moving on. That door's locked. Militia headquarters. Let's talk to
I'm the
Scenario.
militia captain here. Are you here because you're in trouble or looking for it?
I can't seem to avoid getting into trouble. How about that?
If you're looking for help from the militia, talk to Baroon first. If we can help you, he'll send you back my way. You got any other reason for coming to militia headquarters?
Wanted to see if anyone needed a hand.
Rare thing a visitor wanting to help out. Looks to me like you're here to explore the Jedi ruins. But we have a thing or two that need doing.
Yeah, that too.
You seriously want to help, just ask about it. Or any other questions you might have. You want something?
What sort of work do you have?
I've seen a lot of visitors come through Kunda. You're the first one in a while that looks the capable sort. We have a small problem with Kinrath. Maybe you've already seen some of them. They're coming from a cave in the Kunda Plains. I'd take care of it myself, but there aren't many people in the militia. We'd lose too many men. There's a reward if you do it.
Why is it so overrun with Kinrath?
Kinrath are normally just pests. We think something happened to their nest. Started near the end of the Civil War. Nobody knows for sure. Even the
Sounds like
Authorian.
Revan's fault.
And they're smart about such things.
Alright. How much is the reward?
2,000 credits.
Ooh. Good deal. With so few settlers, lives are much more important than credits.
I agree with you, but I don't barter. I got more important things to do.
I mean, yeah, that's fine. That is fair. What do you know about the cave?
We used some explosives to seal the cave a couple years back. Just made them angrier. They burrowed another entrance even closer to us. I know there are crystals in there, too. Some of the salvagers once thought about going in there to get some extra credits. Too many Kinrath, though. Cave is on the southeast side of the plains. Shouldn't be hard to find.
Maybe we'll do that tonight. See what I can do.
That's all I can ask. You want something?
Yeah, what's Garafik's connection to the militia?
Some of the salvagers went deep into the ruins and found a lot of Jedi relics. It's the most valuable haul the salvagers ever got. But all the salvagers that went down there are dead. So it seems every day or so some salvager comes claiming they're owed by such and such, or that they're related. The whole thing makes me sick. Garavik says he won the whole claim in a Pazak game with the last survivor, right before he killed him. But that was a fair fight. There were witnesses, but nobody remembers Garavik ever playing Pazak. I just hope someone takes this blasted claim off my hands. I'm tired of those lowlives pestering me. We've got real work to do. You want something?
Maybe we can get the claim ourselves. Can I ask some more general questions?
You really should talk to Baroon about general questions.
How do you feel about the mercenaries?
I don't have anything to say about that.
Okay. How's the militia doing?
There aren't more than a dozen of us, and there's too many problems. People keep hoping that the Republic sends help, but we gotta help ourselves.
Alright, I'll be going. Thank you. Okay, let's search around here real quick. Locked. Locked. I think we eventually will wind up going in there. Both of those. At least some of those during a quest or two. But not yet. Private. Security. Private. Security. Okay, thought so. Let's go. Yeah, running this fast definitely does not signal that I'm a Jedi. No siree. No superpowers here, Doc. Alright, southeast part of the plains, right? Cave Crawling. Located off the Kunda Plains. Southeast part of the plains, you say, huh? Southeast. Wait, southeast? He said southeast. Am I in? I thought he said southeast, but I remember them being south to the west. I don't know, whatever. Let's go southeast, because that's what I remember hearing. Maybe I'm wrong, but we'll see. We got a half an hour. I think that should give us enough time to clear out these ruins, unless we run into some problems and trouble on the way. We shall see. Kinraths. Oh, good. Zap.
You are no match.
More where that came from.
Oh man, there's a lot of Kinraths. Nice one, Jesus. Alright. Ah. Who's this? What's this over here?
What? You shouldn't
Save.
sneak up on an old fella like that. You shouldn't be out of here anyway. This is Kinrath territory.
What are you doing out here?
A couple weeks back, there was an accident here. One of the Western Fringe farmers was coming to Kunda on his swoop with a load of atmospheric sensors. We found him dead and his swoop bike all banged up. I've come back a couple of times to try to figure out if that's what really happened.
Do you suspect foul play?
I do. The Kinrath are dangerous. But as long as you stay on your swoop bike, there's no way they should catch you. I've carefully searched this area and haven't found anything. So maybe our man just got sloppy. We really need those atmospheric sensors. I don't suppose you'd be willing to keep an eye out for something,
What's an atmospheric sensor?
It's technical. I doubt you'd understand it. But I'd really appreciate your help.
It's fine.
I doubt you'll be able to find any evidence of what happened here. But you might come across the atmospheric sensors. They have to be somewhere. If you find any of them, just come back here. I'll pay you 1,000 credits for each one you can find, even if they're broken.
See what I can do. Cool. It wouldn't have to do anything to do with tracking those Thyrantas flying around, would it? Because that's kind of cool. Oh man, I have to remember to integrate Thyrantas somehow into our tabletop, because they're very cool creatures. Is this the cave? This is not the cave. Okay, it's over here, isn't it?
You are no match for us.
More where that came from.
Lightsaber time. Let's see. Okay, into the cave. Do a quick save just in case. Into the crystal cave. Hey, a guy. He doesn't notice, and he's walking past the Kinrith unharmed. Very strange. That didn't work.
I shall make this one see. I shall make this one see.
Oh my god, he doesn't have enough force points to use it even once.
The honor.
More where that came from.
That's a problem. His only power he can't even use once. Hey, atmospheric sensors. Nice. That gives me experience, and will give me 1,000 credits.
A weakness is revealed.
More where that came from.
Sorry, Beezus. See to that.
How may I serve?
Just say the word.
Oh, sorry. You shouldn't be so jumpy. You shouldn't be so rude. What are you doing here? If you're not more careful, the Kinrath will eat you for breakfast. I'm just exploring. What are you doing? I'm a rock collector. This cave's strata and crystal formations are absolutely fascinating. I don't believe you. The Kinrath don't attack you. Why is that? Trade secret. You will tell me your trade secret. Carrying the Kinrath scent gland allows me and other mercenaries to avoid notice by the local population. You have an extra scent gland I can use? Sadly, I only have one gland on my person, which I need to keep the Kinrath from attacking me. I can extract another for you, but the process takes several hours. I want to hold your gland. Alright, here it is. Careful, it's very slimy. Don't squeeze it too hard or it'll pop. Okay, give the gland back. My deepest apologies. My need is greater than yours. Oh no, without my gland, I'll be slain by these Kinrith. I have to get out of this cave. I hope you make it. Genuinely, really do. Oh, no, okay, never mind. I killed all the ones by the entrance. I'm sorry, dude. I didn't mean to do that. No, oh my god, that's a lot of dark side points. Sheesh. Okay. Well, fine. Whatever. It's okay, I just gotta be nice. Gotta make up for it. Rhodian Deathblade. Oh no, that's just way better. Rhodian Blade or Rhodian Deathblade? That's better. Darn. Okay, hopefully they're not going to attack me. That's right, they're not going to attack me. The thing worked. The gland. Hey there, Kinrath. Excuse us. And there's our dead guy. Kind of do feel bad about that. I shouldn't have done that. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Honestly, we were going to kill him and all the other mercenaries anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's quick save just to be safe. Well, this is interesting. If I'm not mistaken, we're gonna have to come back here at some point. If I recall. Because, found 3. Okay, cave crawling. Anyone who can clear the Kinrat caves. Okay, so I gotta clear them, so that does mean I have to kill all the Kinrats. Okay, fine. Which is fine, I suppose. Oh, they're dead.
Weakness is revealed.
Okay, level up then. Okay, sounds good. Powers. Ooh, Makashi. Don't need it. Not yet, at least. Destroy droid. Cool. Let's go with stun. Let's go with stun.
How may I serve? The honor is mine.
Can't believe he just does not have enough force points to cast it to use his only power one time.
A weakness is revealed. The honor is mine.
Okay. Onward we go. So far, there are actually not. Oh, jeez. So far, there definitely aren't any crystals in here. It's disappointing. Unless they're way further. Oh, there they are. Okay. Funny I should say that at exactly that moment. Credits. It's a weird thing to be in rubble.
How may I serve?
Okay.
Your thoughts are disturbed. I can feel them from a great distance, like a shiver running through you.
Echoes. I feel echoes of the Force here.
Force-sensitive locations such as this absorb and reflect Force energy. The crystals are the catalyst here. I sense that Revan once passed through here, leaving a strong impression behind in the crystals. Perhaps future Jedi who visit this cave will feel our presence, as if seeing our footprints preserved in the soil.
Interesting. I actually have to think about that. I'm trying to think if there are particular crystal caves on Dantooine in SOTOR to see if this matches up. You said the crystals absorb the Force? I feel strange, but not weaker.
The crystals here do not drain Force energy from Jedi. They collect the excess energy that radiates from those attuned to the Force.
Tell me more about these crystals.
The crystals here are infused with the Force. Some could be harvested and used for lightsabers.
Okay. Hello? What in the world?
I shall make this one cease. To battle.
Okay, we got them all, I guess. That wasn't so bad. Oh, there's more. Just kidding.
This one will fall.
Ooh, Genro Crystal. Bondar Crystal, okay.
My life is yours.
I hear you.
I missed. A fond crystal. I get violet. I might make my lightsaber violet. I might actually be tempted by that. I know it's edgy and like Mace Windu-y, but ooh, Mitra Surik crystal
responds to you. This is very rare indeed.
What's it mean?
The crystal's bond with you is such that the stronger you become in the Force, the more powerful your crystal will grow. This crystal will make an excellent focus for a lightsaber.
Cool. Okay. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go fast. I think we've taken care of all of the Kinriths, right? Cave crawling. Yeah, so let's go back, turn things in for the reward. Give the weather the atmospheric monitor to what's his face, the other guy. And then that might actually be it for the night. I don't want to be up too late. I do have class in the morning, and I've got a lot to catch up with tomorrow in class. As you may know, or as you may have been able to guess, given where we are, and given Florida and all that, and that universities are, by their very nature, overly cautious, we didn't have class all last week due to Hurricane Ian. And so because we didn't have class all last week, that means that I have some catching up to do tomorrow. Basically, I have to go over the quiz that they had online. I have to go back over all of well, I assigned some material. I gave some readings. I gave reading notes that they have to turn in, and I gave some like pre-recorded lectures and things. But that is no substitute for the actual real face-to-face discussion. So what that means is ultimately I'm going to have to go back over quite a few things, just to make sure that everyone is perfectly clear on all of the material. So that's probably going to take all of tomorrow's class, for all three of my classes. We'll see. We'll see. But
it's you again. Well, you know who I am. I figure you've got a reason for coming back. You want something?
I do. I cleared out the Kinrath cave.
So you did. Here's the credits I told you about. Even with the caves cleared, I imagine it'll take some time before the Kinrath aren't on the plains. That was very helpful of you. You've saved some lives today. You want something?
No, that's all. 2,000 credit. Where's that guy I need to talk to about the atmospheric sensors? He's not here. Let me see. In the journal. He's probably still investigating the swoop bike wreckage. I didn't see him there. But I guess we'll go back there. Credits are no joke, so let's go give him a chat. We can catch back up to him. Right, forgot. We're not supposed to be Jedi right now. Hey, there he is.
I don't suppose you found any of those atmospheric sensors?
It's sheath. Actually, I found 3 of them.
That's great news. My offer still stands. I'll pay you 3,000 credits for all of them.
There you go. I'll take the credits.
Thanks for your help on this. Here are the credits, as promised. I'll get this to Zeron when I get back to Kunda.
Awesome. Experience points and 3,000 credits. Now let's see. That is to the Crystal Cave. I'm assuming this is to the Enclave, but I could be... No. Enclave is westward. It's not eastward. Yeah, westward, it's not eastward. Let's see what this is. Probably Northern Plains or something. If it's anything. No, I'm not going to deal with the Kinrath. Oh, that is the Enclave. That's odd. Okay, fine. Not where I want to go yet. And I don't want to get anything... I don't want to start anything too elaborate tonight. I want to go modify my lightsaber. That's what I want to do. So I'm going to go back to the ship and modify my lightsaber. That'll work. And then I think I will call it a night. The next time, we will explore the Jedi Enclave. Gorgeous as they are. Okay. We'll modify our lightsaber a bit. Oh, hello.
Why are you here?
Because I told her. Told her everything.
Ah, and now you are free?
Yeah, so no more threats, no more of your requests. You and me, we're done.
Did you ever think I truly held you? You're more of a fool than I thought. What truly held you was you, and let me show you why. I once held the galaxy by the throat, as you once held her by the throat and let her die slowly. And your emotion at that point is what you fear. I wielded power like you cannot imagine. Everything I saw was awash with possibilities, spreading outwards, touching everything else. I saw all of that, all that the Force is. And only when it was ripped from me did I truly see it. And I know what lies buried within you. that you hide with your desperate thoughts, your guilt, your lusts. I can unlock that part of you anytime I wish. It is a simple thing, the human mind. Once it feels something strongly, it becomes etched in the memory, the subconscious. Shall I show you? That part of you that hungered to kill Jedi, that took pleasure from it? Or perhaps you will continue to listen to my counsel, and I shall ignore your pathetic attempts at freedom. Now leave me, murderer. I have nothing further to say to one such as you.
Oof. Jesus. Yeah, she's awful. Really, really quite awful. Okay, lightsaber. Crystal, purple, crystal, Mitra, emitter, no, other crystal. Okay, Zhenru, blaster deflection +5 is really, really good. That might actually be the one. Fond, extra damage. I do like extra damage. What's this one do? Doesn't tell me. Oh, okay. Oh man, look at that. Look at those bonuses. That is nice. Okay, now that does some good stuff. I'm tempted by the Genro. Oh, chance to stun. That's pretty good. That again does a little bit of damage, but doesn't do the deflection. No. Wisdom and charisma. Nice, but no. Genro. Yeah, gotta be Genro. What's anything else here? No. Put her together. Actually, you know what? I said I committed to sticking pretty close to canon, which means yellow, unless I find something better. Yellow rather than purple for me. Okay. Switch. Okay. Awesome. Now that we have actually completed our lightsaber, I think I'm actually going to call it a night. I know we're a couple minutes early, but that's fine. I've been going late lately, and I do have class in the morning, and I need to finish things up, get things ready, and all that. So, thank you all once more for joining me. I hope to see you again on Thursday as I continue Kingdom Come Deliverance. Anytime, of course, that you'd like to contribute anything that you can, I always appreciate it. Ko-fi.com/Professor McCoy right there. Help me keep doing what I do. Otherwise, I did promise a new sign-off on Thursday, and then I completely forgot. So, with that, don't be safe, be well, and more importantly, be good.